Good morning, students. In this video we are going to see how to do router configuration in Cisco Packet Tracer. I just start with routers placed in the window. I am just selecting 1941 router. I am just placing this. Then next I am going to end devices. In that I am just placing PC. This PC belongs to a different network and this PC belongs to a different network. So the main purpose of going with router configuration is it helps us to connect two different networks. So in that way I have taken two PCs to support two different networks. Now I have to give the physical configuration first, physical connectivity. So for that I am going to connectors and choosing copper crossover cable. From PC I am just enabling the connection. So it will ask you which type of Ethernet you want to connect with. You have to select fast Ethernet 0 in the PC side, and then if you place on the router, it will ask you which type of connection you have to do with the router. In that it will show you two connections, two Ethernet cables. So when you are going for the first time, you have to select gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Now the same procedure I have to follow for the another PC also. I am going to copper crossover cable, place it on the PC, second PC. It will ask you for the Ethernet connection. You will have to select fast Ethernet 0, and when you place on the router it will ask you the type of connection. You have to select gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Now the physical connection is done. Now I am going for the logical connection. For that first I am going with PC 1. You know how to give the configuration for the PCs, right? So as usual I am just selecting config table, config menu. In that I am just going to give the IP address for fast Ethernet 0. So I am selecting that. Always remember we are doing the IPv4 configuration only. We are not going with IPv6. So always you have to give your IP address in the IPv4 address tab. So I am just giving. For this network I am choosing the network address as 192.168.10. This is going to be my network. In that the PC address I am selecting as 2. So 192.168.10.2 I have given as the IP address for the particular PC in this network. When I press tab, the subnet mask will automatically come. So up to this you have this step in the previous exercise itself. Now along with this, as it is going to be the router configuration, we have to specify a gateway for each and every PC in this particular network to pass the packets through that particular gateway alone to reach the router. So for that I am just going to settings in the same config table. I am just going to select settings. In that I have to set the default gateway for IPv4, not for the IPv6. So for IPv4 part I am just giving the default gateway. The meaning of this is I am insisting all the PCs in this particular network to follow the same gateway in order to reach the router, right? Okay. So as this network is 192.168.10, I am just giving the gateway as 10.1. So after this is done, I am just closing this. Next step, I am going to do the same procedure for PC2. I go to config table, fast Ethernet 0. I am just giving the IP address, and this is to be selected in a different network. So I am just giving 192.168.11.2. When I press tab, subnet mask will automatically come. Then I have to go for settings, for settings, default gateway. In this network I am just selecting 192.168.11.1 as default gateway. So now the PC part is done. Now next step I am going to router configuration. I just click the router, going to config table. So you will see two Ethernet cables. For both you have to do the configuration. So for first I am going with gigabit Ethernet 0/0. For that in IPv4 address I have to give the configuration for this, IP address for this. So that is going to be the gateway for the particular network which is connected on that side. So 192.168.10.1 is going to be the router's address for that particular network. And when I press tab, subnet mask will automatically come. Along with this I have to enable the port status. You can see that at the top. So the port status should be enabled, that is it should be on. in on state. So after this I'm just going to gigabit Ethernet 0/1. I'm just giving the IP address for this side 192.168. It is 11.1 network side. So I'm just giving that. Press tab. Subnet mask will automatically come. Then I have to enable the port status on. So everything is done now. When I close, see previously if you have noticed the arrows are in red state, that means it is not logically connected. Now it is logically connected, that's why it turned green. Now I can check with message passing. For message passing, what I have to do, I can go with three methods. Either I can go with real time, simulation, or by command prompt, right? So I just go with the command prompt method. I just click PC in this network, go to desktop, go to command prompt. Now I have to ping the message, so I am just pinging to the another network, right? 192.168.11.2. See, I have received the packets, the reply from the PC which is in the next network, that is another network, right? So one time it is giving request timeout. If you again ping, it will come. See, this request timeout is one of the example for the query message. I think I explained that in the class. Thank you. So with this, we have successfully pinged the message from this PC in a different network to the another PC in the different network. You can also check this with the help of simulation. So in simulation tool, I have just selecting a packet at the top. I'm just placing this in this, and again I'm placing this in the next PC also. The meaning of this is the first time when I click the message packet, it is termed as the source, and this second PC is going to be the destination. Now I just play, the message will ping. See, from PC in the left side, it is going to the PC on the right side, which belongs to a different network. So successfully my message pinged and acknowledgement is going back to the source. Okay. So in real time also, if you see at the bottom, here you can see the status as successful. So this, from source to the destination, the packet has been transferred. The type of the protocol used for that is ICMP. It is Internet Control Message Protocol. Through that the packets are transferred. Thank you. With this I just finished this video. Thank you.